Justin's not here. Let's record it. We are recording Wednesday, September 23rd. We're working on the Chapter 1 review on page 42. We are going to go through all the vocabulary.
She just said we'll record it so that
all right.
Okay. Back if you need to.
All right. So, good advocating a reminder that maybe we should record it. So that was excellent. All right.
Someone's actually not here?
Trinity is not here. She is going to join us eventually via Skype, but that hasn't been set up, so I've been sending her the video links. All right. First term, somebody, what's our first word?
Geometry.
Area. Well, geometry is the title.
Oh.
But you're right. Chapter 1, you're right, Justin. We started out with geometry, didn't we? We had
geometry.
All right.
I didn't realize that was a heading.
That's the heading. Okay. So area. Now, notice, quickly kind of scan through your vocabulary. What are you noticing about the organization of the vocabulary?
Probably in alphabetical order.
It's in alphabetical order.
It is too.
So, that is not necessarily, in my humble opinion, a good thing. Because in alphabetical order, it means that it was not in contextual order, was it? You didn't do area first, right? We just did area, right? So you should notice those things about your vocabulary lists. Oftentimes they're in alphabetical order, but they're not in concept order, right? But what's usually nice about most math books is if they give you a vocabulary word in parentheses or next to the word, they tell you what page you can find it on.
Oh, I'm seeing that.
Yeah, so it says P36.
P period 36.
So that means if we turn back, we don't have to, but if we turn back to 36, we would find the word area somewhere on that page. Now in Braille, it doesn't help because it could be 36 straight up. It could be 36F, right?
Yeah.
But somewhere on page 36 you could find that. But that's helpful because if we run across a word and you go, huh, don't quite remember that, we can find it.
I don't know why it's all right.
So, let's just define area. How would you tell somebody if you were in the court of geometry and you were to represent area? What would you tell the judge?
The length.
Oh, no, it's
I think it's modifying the length.
I think it is. Length times width of what? Everything? Okay. Well, that's a start.
Would be
I want to know what area is. I don't know what area is. So what? I multiply base times. So what? I multiply length times width. What is it? I don't know what it is.
It's the
inner portion.
What times width of two sides of a rectangle?
Okay. Length times width of the rectangle. Erica's saying it's the inner portion of the shape.
Yeah.
What does she mean by that?
like the inside of the shape.
The inside of the shape. What's an example in real life, counselor? Counselors, what's an example in real life of area?
Square feet.
Square feet. Well, what do you mean by that? What if I'm in this room? What's an example of area in this room
Like-
that I am in?
Like the walls.
The walls. What about the walls?
No.
They're more than the perimeter.
They're more than the perimeter. The surface is.
Yeah.
So what about the floor?
We counted area.
What's an example of area of the floor? What do you eat on in this room? Carpet.
Yeah.
Oh, tile.
Tile.
Yep.
Good.
Ground, dirt.
Ground, the dirt. On the wall, it's the paint or the wallpaper.
In the area of JJ.
The area of JJ. Well, only the surface, right?
Yeah.
Awkward. So, yes. So, you get more specific about that. You're coming to court. You just don't want to say area's length times width. The judge is going to say, get out of my court. Area is not length times width. It's how you find the area of something.
Yeah.
It's how you find the area of a rectangle. But I want to know what area is.
Yeah.
the measurement of a plane.
Yes, the measurement, the surface of a plane. Surface. What's two-dimensionally? And I think it's not the perimeter. It's not going around it. Erica said it's the inside of it. Right? Okay. All right.
Inside. But you said get out of your court. Are we playing Foursquare?
All right. We did not talk about axioms. That was just a side note word on page 18, and it's another word for postulate.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Okay. So we talked about postulates. We read the very first postulates. A little sidebar, side note in the book was that another name for a postulate is an axiom.
I don't remember reading that.
A-X-I-O-M. We didn't read it. So that's, if you got that. Now, if you were studying on your own and you saw that word, A-X-I-O-M,
Dictionary.
page 18, you could, dictionary. Hey, that's another strategy. Hey, Erica, thanks for bringing that up. Counselor Humphreys just said, dictionary. Is it necessary that you turn back to the pages in the book and find these, or do you have other resources to figure out?
Other resources.
What's one of the easiest resources you probably have available to yourselves to study with?
Google.
Say it, Humphreys.
Or Siri.
Humphreys just stared at her phone. Exactly. Siri, what's axiom?
Yeah.
This is what I found on the web for axiom. Right?
Exactly.
Please define axiom. Please define area.
I don't know what you mean by axiom, but I can search the web for it.
There we go. So if you want to, you don't have to be flipping pages in a book or trying to find volume number 1, right?
Sometimes
in the Braille, because you
sometimes
didn't take that one home.
Sometimes I just waste time.
Yep.
Too.
So use your resources. You know what's interesting? A little sidebar in court here. I saw something the other day that made me go, huh, as a teacher, about the proposal that education needs to, we're attempting to try and reinvent education. We're not doing a great job of it, but we're trying to.
Reinvent education.
But the argument is, with all the technology, and most students now have a cell phone in their hand, or an iPad, or a computer.
Not me.
You can pretty much Google anything.
Yeah.
If you want to know about it.
And they also have Google Glasses.
So, teaching you about the dates of World War II is maybe not so necessary. Because you could go, what were the dates of World War II? When did Hitler invade Holland or whatever? I don't know.
When did the Boston Massacre happen?
Right. You could Google it and it'll tell you right away. Siri will tell you, or a website comes up right away. So you have the information right there, and you know. So to teach you how to just find it is important. So then what we need to be doing is thinking about it, right? Like, maybe how did economics have a play during the world during that time?
Yeah.
Who killed
We can't necessarily
Saddam
Google
Hussein?
that.
Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about that. We got to learn about that. We got to problem solve that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can Google what is 2x squared plus 3x plus 4 equals 15.
Or who killed Osama bin Laden?
Right. But I got to think about, I'm looking at a parabola of the results of a study I did, and I want to figure out what it means. Right? So anyway, just a little sidebar to start considering that your technology is giving you the information.
So far.
So now our education needs to be about being thinkers, right? Not knowledge possessors.
Do you know education, like math and letters and stuff, is this basic stuff shrink down to human proportions so we can understand it?
Yep. All right. Back to our words. Collinear.
Collinear!
It's when you have two lines. No. It's when you have 2 points on the same line.
Oh.
Collinear. 2 or more points.
Linear.
On the same line. Collinear.
You would take a non-collinear, Tabitha.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You bounced forward with non-collinear. Yeah. All right. So everybody okay with collinear?
Yeah.
I'm typing it down. This for future reference.
We didn't do constructions yet. I'm saving that for later. It's too brief of a section in this chapter, and I didn't want to get into it, so we can skip compass and construction. Go
Oh, I
to
didn't see this.
coplanar. Not complainer.
Schools is too hard.
What?
Oh my god.
School's too hard. I'm a complainer.
Oh, ow. So
I'm
low.
joking.
I know.
What does
Oh my god.
what does
I think it's
coplanar mean?
when you have two lines on the same plane.
When you
A
have
unique plane?
plane.
Oh, coplanar. What does it mean?
A unique plane?
So a
man.
collinear
Two.
means that you have 3 or more points on the same line.
There are more planes on the same line?
Oh, 3 or
Alex.
more points in the same plane.
Yeah,
it's all
exactly.
about points. Collinear means I have points on the same line. Coplanar means I have points on the same plane. All right, what's an endpoint?
End point. It's the starting point of array.
Starting point of array, Naramar is arguing. Is that all?
Well, it
No.
there.
One definition of an endpoint is it's the starting point of array. Is that it?
The ending point as well.
It can be the ending point as
Yeah.
well of what?
Of the ray.
No, array doesn't have an endpoint.
Ending
Or
point
it doesn't
of
have an ending point of a line?
The line doesn't have an end.
Have ends. Good, Counselor
Or
Smith.
like a segment.
Segment, Counselor Naramar. So endpoint they indicate the end of the segment,
Mhm.
or they indicate the starting point of your array.
Yeah.
Is that your definition? Is that how you want to think about it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, pass that in my court. That's okay. You can stay.
Yup a doodle.
All right, for now.
Formula.
All right, formula. Counselor, you have brought formula into my court. It is not a type of milk you drink.
I'm just kidding.
Told you shouldn't have brought the chance.
A chemical formula.
It's an equation of
Okay.
sorts. I know that it's an equation of sorts.
It's an equation of sorts, Counselor Smith. Any co-counsels
It's
want
an
to help
equation
her?
like you can have like a question to figure out like area or
An equation to figure out
Perimeter.
area or perimeter.
yeah.
Okay. You feel that's a fair definition of formula?
Formula. The formula is a basis and makeup of the equation to figure out perimeter or area.
All
There
right.
you go.
That sounds pretty good. What our book says officially. A formula is an equation that shows how certain quantities are related.
Okay.
So length times width. 2
Length,
times the length plus 2 times the width.
base time, height.
Times height. Good. All right.
So that
4-step
we just talked
plan.
about this. Or
We
4-step
just
plan.
talked
Oh,
about
jeez. No.
your 4-step plan.
Problem, like a word
Epsi.
problem. Yeah,
Okay.
and it uses solve the problem.
Those 4 steps are
You have to explore the problem.
explore,
You have to
Plan.
make a plan. You have to solve the
Solve.
problem and examine your
examine.
answer.
Good. Epsi. Explore, plan, solve, examine. Explore, plan, solve,
Is that
examine.
right? Oh,
Explore, plan, solve, examine.
Great, now
do
I'm
that.
parodying
Epsi,
right.
Epsi, Epsi,
The Epsi or the Epsi.
Epsi.
Musical, aren't we? I want to play piano now.
That's pretty good.
That was sick.
Oh, I have somebody for you to look up and watch after Smith. I'll give you the name. You two.
I have to leave early though.
Is it a music
Who
artist?
is it?
It is sort of a music artist. She's a rap / poet / musician from
Nice.
England.
Oh,
Have you
I might not be
She
talking.
has some pretty killer stuff.
Have you seen the rap version of Fox and Socks? Somebody's beatboxing and somebody is rapping the
Oh,
book
no.
Fox and Socks.
I gotta check that out.
I tell you, we
Line-
digress
oh,
in this
line.
court.
I play really good piano now.
You started a Jay, I'm sorry, but
Order, I did.
I play-
The judge started it. All right, order in the
I play
court.
really good piano now.
Order in the
The
court.
next word is line.
Next word is line, Counselor Naramar. That's correct. Someone please define a line.
a never-ending.
A never-ending thing.
I was gonna make it a good like. It's gonna be like, oh, never-ending. And make it the last one.
A never-ending thing.
It's made up.
Well-
It's made up of nothing.
Let me answer that by saying, take this and move it over there, and I'll see you over here.
Okay.
Can you be a little more big?
It's
A never-ending thing.
It's like a fun. I'm still laughing. At
Okay, not a plane, but you're right. It's not a surface. So what defines it? How do you make a line? What do you need?
You need
2 points.
2 points.
Points. You need 2 points that make a unique line,
That was
right?
our postulate.
And then, Smith, we go to an infinity and through
In both directions.
both directions. A line that has a wind, right? Wind. Okay, so a thing, a never-ending thing.
Line
All
segment.
right. Okay.
Definition ever.
I know. All right. Next one's line segment.
That's part of
Yay!
It's part of a never-ending thing.
It's kind of what the word
Line segment. The section of a never-ending thing.
An ending thing.
An ending thing.
Oh yeah, it does.
A
And
piece of a thing.
A piece of a thing that's never ending.
A thing over here that I got from there.
Like me, JJ, Justin, Erica, Tabby, and Maria are line segments.
Nice.
We're all line segments.
midpoint. I don't think we covered that.
Well, that was in constructions.
Oh,
So we're
okay.
gonna skip over midpoint, but you could probably figure that out.
We're
Midpoint.
line segments, JJ.
Point in the middle. Yep. Yeah. Right in the middle.
Non-collinear.
Okay. Your next one's non-collinear.
lines that are not on the same, or points that are
Points that are not on the
line.
same line. Okay.
Points that are not on the same line. Non-collinear.
And non-collinear points.
Three non-collinear points. Yes, Counselor Naramar. Excellent. All right. Non-coplanar.
Oh, I read that wrong.
That means you do not complain. No. Sorry.
It's
Non-coplanar.
2 points not on the same plane.
Right. Points that are not on the same plane. Doesn't have to be two.
Well, 2 or more points.
Yeah, 2. It could be any point that's not on the same plane.
You could have 5 points not on the same plane
Right?
if you wanted to.
Dick?
Pascal's wager, but not Pascal's
Yep.
triangle.
That box you brought
No,
back.
you
Or
can't.
no, I got the box.
What?
back.
I've never heard of what you just said.
Look at this.
I know Pascal's triangle. I never heard
Pascal's
of.
wager.
I've never heard of Pascal's wager.
What?
I'm in probably leave this to Mr.
Okay.
Lars. Do you have a chart drive maybe
Yep.
use? Because now I'm finding annual compounded interest
Good.
rates.
Tanner.
What it is.
Hey, Tanner.
Hey, gotta go.
What's up?
All right.
You gotta go.
Non-coplanar you brought to the court. Non-coplanar was defined to the court as points that are not on the same plane.
Yep.
All right, we did not do Pascal's triangle. That was a little
Yeah.
breakout. We'll do that some other time. Perimeter. Let somebody else, Naramar. You're getting really good, but your co-counselors need to answer. Counselor Mays, how would you define perimeter?
Perimeter?
Yep.
Oh, what was I going to say? Wow.
Huh.
The border around something.
The border around something.
That's a new word.
All right.
I never thought of that word.
Co-counselors. What's that? The
The
border
space.
around. The border around a given space. Counselor Humphreys is expanding on your definition. Counselor Mays. Excellent. Those are good definitions, right? As a judge in geometry court can understand that. It borders something. It goes
You
around.
add
something.
up numbers to find the perimeter.
Good. You
Right.
want to further define it that you add the lengths to find the perimeter?
Yeah.
Add the units, maybe you want to say?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Next word.
Under, and
What
then
do
it
we got?
was plane.
In geometry.
No!
In geometry, you have got geometry court.
Tabby, don't kill yourself again.
You have brought to what's that? What?
A plane is 3 collinear lines on a thing. No, I meant a plane is 3 collinear lines, or 3 collinear points put together.
Yes, at least 3
No.
points, non-collinear points. If you have 3 collinear points, you just have a line. You've got to take one of those points and pop it off of the line, and now you've created a plane. Okay, that's a start. 3 non-collinear points. It's a flat surface, Naramar is saying.
Like this table would
Like
be a
this
plane.
tabletop.
The floor is a plane.
The floor is a plane.
But where's the plane flying to? I have to make that joke.
Tabitha, are you excited